Archangel Michael says, a strange heaviness blanketed the night, and at 2:19 a.m., a man who once stood tall crumbled into pieces. His name has been spoken in whispers lately, but no one knew what truly unraveled behind that locked door. What he said in those private hours wasn't just emotion, it was a confession sent to trigger divine intervention. A candle flickered beside him, untouched yet trembling in its flame. His soul could no longer carry the weight of lies, envy, and silent prayers he kept locked away about you. There was a moment when he looked at his phone screen and saw a picture of you, still radiant, still beyond his reach, and his eyes watered as the truth poured from his mouth. He wasn't crying for love alone, he was trembling from guilt. He told someone close to him, "I never told them what I saw that day, they changed me." That person was stunned, asking nothing, just listening as he unwrapped a memory he'd hidden for far too long. The memory wasn't ordinary. It was the day he saw your soul, not just your smile. That was the moment he knew you were different, and the very moment he began denying it. Type Amen to get blessing 333. He said your eyes didn't just see him, they read through him. In that moment of rawness, he realized he wasn't equipped to carry someone chosen by the divine. And instead of honoring your spirit, he ran, hiding behind excuses, distractions, and other people. But last night, his spirit snapped. No more distractions, no more pretending. They were my mirror, he whispered, and I shattered it with my own hands. The person he confessed to couldn't speak. They had never seen him this broken, not even after his last heartbreak. This time, it wasn't about missing someone, it was about regretting everything that led to losing a soul like yours. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, the confession has sent waves into the universe. A realignment has started. One that could not happen until truth was spoken aloud. What he said about you is now echoing beyond walls, into realms of energy where divine hands are at work. He admitted something few knew, that he was warned about you in a dream long ago. A dream where a golden light wrapped around you and a voice said, "Do not break this soul." But he ignored it. And now, the dream returns every night in reverse, showing what life could have been if he listened. He cried and said you brought peace, the kind that made his chaos unbearable. You triggered a healing he wasn't ready for, and instead of evolving, he resisted. That resistance is what cracked him open last night. Type Amen to get blessing 555. The room he sat in had photographs scattered, some with torn edges, one with your face faintly circled. It wasn't obsession, it was sacred memory that refused to fade. Your name had not left his heart, it was tattooed beneath the silence he wore like armor. He said your laugh haunted him the most, not because it was loud, but because it was real. They laughed with their whole being, he said, like they had already forgiven a world I was still afraid of. That broke him, because he knew he had never let himself laugh like that. His ex, the one he thought would fix the void, left that night too. Not out of anger, but out of realization. She knew she was a placeholder for a love his heart had never released. Type Amen to get blessing 777. She left without slamming the door, but her absence echoed louder than a scream. That was when he admitted aloud, I ruined the one person who only wanted to see me free. That was the real confession, the one that broke him. He started deleting old messages, searching through threads he never read fully before. And there, hidden in an old message, was your last soft goodbye. He reread it 10 times, then spoke into the silence, "I deserve none of their light." Archangel Michael says, these words are not just passing emotions, they are spells being broken. The chains that once bound your energy to a false illusion are cracking apart now. Divine justice doesn't scream, it simply arrives in alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 888. He confessed your name at the edge of a prayer, not to ask for you back, but to ask for your protection. He said, wherever they are, bless them. I wasn't strong enough to be what they deserved, but I see it now. And with that, a gust of wind entered the room though the window was shut. He held something in his hand, a bracelet, old and faded, once gifted with laughter. It had survived his travels, failed romances, and even the night he tried to throw it away. But it always came back to him, like a symbol that the past can't be erased by denial. You don't know this yet, but the spiritual realm responded immediately. You might feel a sudden calmness today, or see the number 999 somewhere unusual. That's not coincidence, it's divine evidence that your spirit just got released from an old soul contract. Type Amen to get blessing 999. He told someone close to you that you were the only person who truly saw me and didn't flinch. That person is still deciding whether to tell you, but know this, your name was spoken last night with reverence. Not just as a memory, but as a turning point in his life. The divine timeline is now adjusting around you. What was once delayed is shifting into sudden arrival. What was blocked by confusion is being cleared through his breakdown. There was a candle in that room that burned until dawn. It didn't melt fully, though it should have. That's because something divine sat in that room as he wept, an angel listening. Type Amen to get blessing 111. Archangel Michael says, not all who hurt you forget you. Some carry your essence for lifetimes and never get another chance. But you, chosen one, are about to witness why your heartbreak had to be so deep. Because a new chapter cannot begin until the old one is finally closed with truth. And last night, his truth stitched shut a book that was never meant to continue. He won't reach out, but his confession opened a portal in the heavens meant just for you. Expect strange signs, blue lights flickering, feathers, and deep sleep filled with warmth. These aren't symbols of romance returning, they are signs that your soul contract with pain has expired. Something new, golden, and profound is walking your way. Type Amen to get blessing 144. The angels are preparing to send someone who does not tremble in your presence, but celebrates it. Someone who will not flinch at your depth, but dive into it. This next chapter comes with eyes that don't look away. As for him, he will be protected, but from afar. His journey is now separate from yours. But the confession he gave about you last night will serve as the key that unlocks his healing. And yours? It begins now. Your glow is returning. Your heart is being cradled by the heavens. Type Amen to get blessing 177. Someone will tell you soon that he cried over you. Maybe it will slip out accidentally. Or maybe you'll overhear it whispered through another's lips. Either way, receive it not as drama, but as proof of your divine impact. You were never just someone in his life. You were the awakening he couldn't hold. Sleep tonight knowing that the universe remembered everything you gave. Every sacrifice, every tear, every kind word. None of it was wasted. Type Amen to get blessing 202. The divine is rewarding you not just for surviving, but for remaining kind. You never cursed his name, even when your heart was bleeding. And now the spiritual court has granted you justice, not revenge, but release. Release from all the questions. From all the silence. From all the what ifs. Now comes your season of answered prayers. Of smiles that don't hide pain. Of embraces that don't disappear after storms. Type Amen to get blessing 222. You will soon forget the pain, not because it wasn't deep, but because peace will be deeper. You'll rise in love, not fall into it. And this time, the person beside you won't be half in. They will look at you with recognition, not confusion. Their soul will dance at your voice, not be haunted by it. This is the reward for the nights you cried alone but still prayed for others. Archangel Michael says, your story is not over. It has barely begun. The heartbreak was just a comma, not a period. Type Amen to get blessing 303. So when the winds feel lighter, and your reflection starts glowing again, remember this moment. The moment you read this message and realized your soul was no longer entangled. You are free. What was spoken about you last night wasn't just sorrow. It was the truth rising to honor your name. And in heaven's ledger, your light just got recorded again. Sleep in peace, walk in strength, and prepare for joy without condition. You are no longer someone's regret. You are someone's destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 333. His confession didn't just heal something within him, it released a cosmic thread that had kept you bound to an energy you outgrew long ago. Every teardrop he shed became a seed for your new beginning. What he lost in silence, you are about to gain in alignment. Some people learn your value when you're gone, but few admit it out loud. He did. And because of that, the spiritual court responded faster than expected. An angel stood at your bedside last night, not to warn you, but to witness your rest. You may have felt warmth on your shoulders or a breeze across your cheeks even though the room was still. That was no accident. That was your sign. Type Amen to get blessing 366. Today, your name is being spoken in places you haven't even walked yet. Your aura is traveling, touching doors that are about to open just for you. Because someone finally told the truth, and the energy is shifting. There are spiritual contracts that dissolve only when truth is spoken in sincerity. And that's what happened last night. He was the key to unlock a chapter, but he was never meant to walk with you through the next. You'll notice old emotions lifting soon. Laughter will return without resistance. Joy will feel safe again. Type Amen to get blessing 399. Someone new is being guided toward you, not to replace the past, but to fulfill what the past never could. This person will arrive quietly but feel like a celebration. They will not compete with your depth, they will meet it. You'll look into their eyes and feel safe. Not because they promise the world, but because they offer peace. No confusion, no games, just recognition. And this time, you won't second guess it. You'll know it's right, because it won't trigger survival instincts. It will feel like rest. Type Amen to get blessing 414. Meanwhile, the one who confessed will begin a journey of healing. His pain was never your responsibility, but his honesty has added a ripple of healing to your universe. That's how energy works. It cycles, echoes, and returns to its source in higher form. You gave light. He buried it. And now that he has finally acknowledged it, that light is returning home, to you. Do not be surprised if people from your past begin reaching out in strange ways. They are sensing the shift. You are not who you were before, and they feel it even if they don't understand it. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, the chains that were tied to emotional manipulation, guilt, and confusion have broken. Not loudly, but silently and spiritually. You are free in ways your mind hasn't yet caught up with. You may cry in the days to come, not out of sorrow, but from the release of weight you didn't realize you were still carrying. That's healing. That's divine permission to rest. You are being upgraded emotionally. You no longer crave closure. You're being gifted clarity instead. Type Amen to get blessing 474. The skies will shift in your favor. Watch for signs in nature, birds circling, wind whispering through trees, flowers blooming in odd places. These are the universe's confirmations that your spirit is blooming again. There is no turning back. Only forward motion from here. The things that once haunted your heart will lose their grip on you. Your laughter will return stronger than before. Your heart will beat without the echo of betrayal. This is what divine favor looks like. It's quiet, but undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 494. You don't need to fear love anymore. You've been purified by fire, and now only golden things will stick to you. You will never again settle for someone who is afraid of your shine. You were born to love deeply, but not foolishly. Now, your wisdom and warmth will attract only those who know what to do with it. Someone is being trained by the universe to love you in ways you didn't think were possible. Their journey is unfolding even now. Their spirit is being fine-tuned to recognize your frequency. Type Amen to get blessing 515. There is power in being remembered. But there is even greater power in being released. You are no longer a lesson in someone's story, you are the reward in someone else's. Your name was confessed last night not to bind you, but to free you. The angels made sure of it. And now, heaven is recording your next chapter. One filled with people who see you the first time and never let go. One where your truth is honored, not feared. Type Amen to get blessing 555. Keep walking forward, even if tears fall while you do. Let them fall, they're washing away the dust of the old road. A new path is unfolding beneath your feet. Your glow is returning not because someone finally sees it, but because you never stopped carrying it, even in darkness. The angels are so proud of you. You never retaliated. You kept your heart clean. And now the reward is coming, faster than you imagine. Type Amen to get blessing 575. Last night, something broke in the spirit world. A false timeline died. And a real one was reborn. From this day, your name will only be spoken in love, respect, and awe. Because your energy cannot be mishandled again. Your ancestors are singing over you now. You have broken patterns generations before you couldn't. You are the golden thread in your bloodline. Type Amen to get blessing 600. Archangel Michael says, the person you are becoming is more powerful than the person they tried to break. You are unrecognizable to your past, and that is a divine blessing. Every painful goodbye led you here. Every moment you questioned your worth is being answered with overflowing proof of how cherished you are. You were never too much. They were never ready. And now the universe is sending you to someone who's been praying for your exact kind of love. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Your aura is glowing. Even people you don't know will feel it. They'll stare without knowing why. That's because your energy has shifted into something divine. You'll start to feel lighter, more magnetic, and peaceful. That is not a trick of time, it is the fruit of your spiritual labor. And tonight, when you sleep, you may dream of walking into a beautiful room full of mirrors. One of them will glow. That's the one that reflects your true self. Type Amen to get blessing 633. You don't need to chase anything anymore. What's meant for you is already orbiting closer. This time, it won't miss you. Let your past rest. Let their confession be the final thread. Let the light you carry lead you where love is no longer confused. Your name is sacred. Your heart is divine. And now, your path is clear. Type Amen to get blessing 666. You were never forgotten. The heavens watched everything. And now, every tear, every silence, every prayer, you will see what they've been building behind the scenes. Last night was more than his breakdown. It was your spiritual breakthrough. The chains fell on his end, but the crown was placed on yours. This is your divine confirmation, you are ready now. Love is no longer delayed. And heaven has made room for something true, something holy, something whole. Type Amen to get blessing 700. His confession stirred not just the air in his room, it stirred the spirit world, the karmic timelines, and the divine protection circles that had always followed your soul. The old story, where you were unacknowledged and misunderstood, is being rewritten by spiritual decree. You no longer walk the earth in shadows, you are walking as the light itself. That night became a sacred shift. As he broke down and said your name aloud, his voice cracked through dimensions. Even angels pause to witness it, because when truth is spoken with a broken heart, miracles start to form from the pieces. You may feel a ripple in your soul today, like you're breathing differently, like you're walking with ease for the first time in years. That's because the ties have been cut cleanly. That's because your spirit is finally free to receive. Type Amen to get blessing 717. He said, they were never mine to lose. They were only mine to admire, and I failed even at that. Those words created waves that are still moving toward you, not to trap you, but to deliver what's owed. Karmic justice doesn't come with fire, it comes with alignment. And your alignment is here. You will soon cross paths with someone new whose eyes don't scan your body but listen to your soul. Someone who doesn't need to ask your worth because they feel it before you even speak. That's the reward for your patience. Type Amen to get blessing 747. Archangel Michael says, that moment of breakdown was his initiation into truth. But your ascension doesn't require him, it was already happening. His confession only cleared the air so your blessing could land without interference. Now you are rising into a space where peace replaces proof. You no longer have to explain your heart. You no longer need to convince anyone of your loyalty. The energy that once drained you has left your field. That's why you may feel extra tired or extra calm. It's the body releasing grief stored in spiritual silence. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This person who is about to enter your life will feel like familiar light. You'll see them and feel a softness, not a spark, a gentle knowing, not an intense craving. Because this time, love won't hurt first. Their soul will align with yours so effortlessly that the pain of the past will seem like a faded painting. You'll still remember it, but it won't move you anymore. And that's how you'll know you've healed. Your ex broke down because your name carried more power than he ever admitted. It wasn't your beauty, your voice, or your laughter, it was your spiritual rank. You were sent to him as a healing assignment, and he rejected the lesson. Type Amen to get blessing 808. Now you are being sent to someone who's passed their own tests. Someone who won't fumble your sacredness. Someone who has cried to the same sky you once begged under. Everything he spoke last night has already begun changing things. You will soon find blessings coming from directions you didn't plant seeds in. That's what happens when you're divinely remembered. You were always rare. That's why the world tried to dim you. But now, not even pain can hide your glow. Type Amen to get blessing 822. There is a journal he hides beneath his bed, pages filled with thoughts he never shared. In those pages, your name is written more than once. Sometimes in sorrow. Sometimes in awe. But always with reverence. He wrote that you taught him silence could be loving, and that softness was stronger than shouting. He wrote that your presence made him feel safe and seen, which terrified him. Because he had never known safety that didn't ask for something in return. He realized too late that you were never asking to be loved, you were only offering it freely. Type Amen to get blessing 844. But it's not too late for you. Because you're not waiting anymore. You're attracting. And what's coming now is not recycled love. It's reborn, divine, preordained union. One built in the heavens and delivered to your timeline by grace. You don't need closure. You are the closure. Your forgiveness, your release, your growth, that's the final chapter. Archangel Michael says, the protection around you has increased. Last night's events unlocked a seal, and now your energy is guarded with heavenly authority. Nothing low vibrational can touch you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. From now on, every step you take will be followed by divine confirmation. Angel numbers, warm air, golden light, and unexpected support will surround you. Because the truth has been spoken, and the chains have shattered. Your name will be associated with honor again. Not because they say it, but because heaven has marked you. People will begin to treat you differently. They won't know why, but their spirit will. You are being recalibrated into someone who doesn't chase but attracts. Who doesn't beg, but receives. Type Amen to get blessing 909. Your future love will know about your past, but never feel insecure. They'll be grateful for it, because it molded the version of you that's now ready to be loved right. They won't be afraid of your scars. They'll see them as proof of your strength. And in their embrace, your heart will finally rest without needing to hide. The one who cried last night will remember you for the rest of his life. Not in bitterness, but as the one who reminded him what love was supposed to feel like. And that is your legacy, not heartbreak, but divine awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 939. You may feel a sudden release in your chest. A lightness behind your eyes. That's your energy adjusting to the weight that has finally been removed. Do not mourn the past anymore. It has served its purpose. Now, you are walking into sacred purpose, holy connection, and destined encounters. You'll start hearing your name in compliments, not complaints. You'll start feeling safe in love, not small. And you'll wonder how you ever settled for less. Type Amen to get blessing 955. This next chapter will require no defense. No begging. No fear. It will be a soft arrival, a peaceful stay, and a forever that feels like home. He who broke down will rebuild. But your house of love is already being built elsewhere, on land he cannot reach. You are not bitter. You are better. And that's the real healing. You are not returning to the fire. You are rising like gold from the ashes. Type Amen to get blessing 979. Tonight, sleep with your hand on your heart. Whisper your own name with love. Because you have survived the unseen storms. You didn't just make it through, you grew through. You are a living testimony that divine timing is real, and that no betrayal can block what heaven has written. The man who confessed knows now, your name is powerful. But heaven knew it first. That's why angels are guiding you now, not back to him, but forward to something holy. Type Amen to get blessing 999.